Go.
The American public largely supports the legalization of medical marijuana use. At least 84% of the public believes that drugs should be legal for medical uses. Even though some medical benefits of smoking pot may be overstated by advocates of medical marijuana legalization, recent research has demonstrated that there are legitimate medical uses for marijuana and strong reasons to continue studying the drug's medicinal uses. Even the National Institute on Drug Abuse lists medical uses for cannabis. Scientists say that limitations on marijuana research means we still have big questions about its medicinal properties. In addition to CBD and THC, there are another 400 or so chemical compounds, more than 60 of which are cannabinoids. Many of these could have medical uses, but without more research, we won't know how to best make sure of those compounds. More research would also shed light on risk of marijuana. Even if there are legitimate uses of medicinal marijuana, that doesn't mean all use is harmless. Some research indicates that chronic heavy users may have impaired memory, learning, and processing speed, especially if they're started regular using marijuana before the age of 16 or 17. The best supported medicinal use of marijuana is as treated for chronic pain. As recent report by the National Academic of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine said, there was definite evidence that cannabis and cannabinoids, which are found in the marijuana plant, can be effective treatment for chronic pain. The report said is by far the most common reason people request medical marijuana. There are also strong evidence medical cannabis can help muscle spasms. There are also strong evidence that medical cannabis can help headaches. Medical marijuana is displayed in Los Angeles, California. The same report said that equally strong evidence marijuana can help muscle spasms related to cirrhosis. Other types of muscle spasms respond to marijuana well. People use medical marijuana to treat diaphragm spasms that are untreatable by other prescribed medications. It doesn't seem to harm the lung capacity, even may improve it. There's a fair amount of evidence that marijuana does not harm the lungs unless you also smoke tobacco. One study published in the Journal of the American Medicine Association found that not only does marijuana not impair lung function, it may even increase lung capacity. Research is looking for risk factors of heart disease tested the lung function of 5,115 young adults over the course of 20 years. Tobacco smokers lost lung function over time, but pot smokers usually showed an increase in lung capacity. It's possible that increase in lung capacity may be due to taking deep breaths while inhaling the drug, and not from a therapeutic chemical in the drug. The smokers in that study only toked a few times a month, but a more recent survey of people who smoked pot daily for up to 20 years found no evidence that smoking pot harmed their lungs either. The National Academics report says that there are good studies showing marijuana users are not more likely to have cancer associated with smoking. It may be some used in glaucoma, or it may be possible to derive from a drug from marijuana this use. It may be some of use to medical marijuana decreases the pressure inside the eye, according to the National Eye Institute. Studies in the 1970s showed that marijuana, when smoked, lowered intraocular pressure in people with normal pressure and those with glaucoma. For now, the medical consensus is that marijuana only lowers for a few hours, meaning there's not good evidence for it as a long-term treatment right now. Researchers hope that perhaps a marijuana-based compound could be developed that lasts longer.